Well, hello, my name's Boyd Bailey with Wisdom Hunters. So glad to have my good friend Pam Pugh here and her husband Steve. And hope you're doing well. And a topic that really keeps coming up, Pam, and you can relate to this, I think I can, is the whole idea of raising daughters. And boy, are they sweet most of the time. They are just the sweetest things. I've been blessed with 4 daughters, grown daughters. You would too, and Grace and Lauren. So what we want to do is just take a few minutes and talk about maybe some things not to do in raising daughters, some things that are wise to do, and then maybe what are the Lord's expectations around all that. I know for me, my mom's a single mom, raising myself and 2 brothers. That was a challenge. There were certain things that really made it hard, and then there were other things that helped it out. And you've kind of been through different phases throughout life together, with a husband, without a husband. And so would you just speak to us just a few minutes, Pam? What are your thoughts around when you were thinking about raising daughters with Lauren and Grace? And by the way, Lauren and Grace, God has been so good and blessed you guys, and by His grace, they're just doing fantastic. But talk to us a little bit about raising girls.
Girls particularly are looking for a foundation of stability and security. So Boyd, I found that in raising Lauren and Grace, it was vitally important that I seek to create a foundation of consistency and stability regardless of my mood, regardless of their mood, and regardless of circumstances. Not always perfect,
yes,
but that was the challenge.
Yes, and I can see that because life happens every day with adults, and it would be easy to give up on the Lord or just say, well, I tried this, it really hasn't been working. But you told me that story about literally being in the carpool line and God giving you that verse of scripture. Tell our friends about that.
Yeah, well, inevitably, life has its ups and downs. And I remember a season about 15 years ago, actually, when the girls were young. They were in elementary school, and life literally had fallen apart. I didn't know what I was going to do. But thank goodness my parents had raised me with a foundation of faith, so that's what I was clinging on to. And that morning before heading into school, I had been reading a verse that the Lord gave me that encouraged me to consider it pure joy when we face trials of many kinds, because the testing of your faith will develop perseverance. And so driving to school, hands on the wheel, I'm saying to the girls, we're going to consider it pure joy when we face trials of many kinds. And we had many days like that, some up days, some down days, but that consistency of I'm here, we will get through this, and God is faithful.
Yes, He is. And to this day, they remember that.
They do.
And what an anchor. I mean, to me, it's not our children seeing us being perfect in all situations. That's a little intimidating and not really real. But for them to see, especially during those hard times where we try to live out what we believe. So what I hear you saying, Pam, is really that stability and security for daughters is so vital and so critical. So even in the home, if there's some upheaval and challenges, if the mom and dad, by God's grace, can really express that stability and anchor and hope in the Lord, it's just critical.